2 contests of speed, the endurance tier. Some of you may be thinking, who's this voice? I've not heard him for a while. Yes, it is me. It is Matt. I'm back. I'm doing some commentary. And yeah, alongside me for the first time in. Actually, no, it could be for the first time, I think.
No, we did Abu Dhabi Tier 2 together.
That voice you can hear is Blades. Blades is back on commentary for the first time in a while.
Return of the Mac, mate. Return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac, indeed. Yes, I've been sacked from commentary. No, I haven't. I'm only joking. Filling in tonight. Usually you would have heard me on Tuesdays in ED2, but unfortunately I decided to get myself promoted, so that's why you hear Joel now instead on a Tuesday.
The dulcet Yorkshire tones.
The monotone voice of Joel, but you know, he'll get better. Everyone is retiring from the session, hopefully not on the track.
I think we have one retirement on track, but I think they're all retiring since we only have 14.
14, I was just going to say, unfortunately 14, and these guys are being absolute savages, not letting the other people that are late to turn up.
Wasting no time at all.
Wasting no time.
Get penalty points for retiring on the track.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I think it'll be lenient with this.
This is the crossover between endurance and the 50%. I think some of those guys that are just doing endurance and not aware of some of the penalties that are incurred when they do 50%. That's what's happened. A few of these guys, Blaze, you had the privilege of racing with last night. A couple of you did.
Yeah, I believe I raced with Spud and Stephen last night. Max as well.
There was Jay Wills is in there as well.
Oh, Jay Wills. I didn't see much of Jay Wills, I'm afraid. So.
Yeah, tricky conditions last night. EU4 had treacherous round Hungary. It was rain. But I believe the feedback from the drivers was it was rain, not of the intensity of heavy wet. It was all wet and dry. It was sort of in between. I think was the general consensus. So it was tough conditions.
I know he might want to hear it when he watches the stream back. So well done, Alfie. You are P1 every sector.
Yep. Has set a time 29.8. I would love to know how difficult. Just because I've read the word difficult in the chat, that's why that's just happened. I have no idea if that's quick or not. I've not done Japan for a very long time in this game.
Oh, I did a bit of it. I couldn't seem to get past turn 3.
I've heard 26s are expected for ED1, so 27s, 28s maybe? 27s? I couldn't tell you.
Looks like Jacko's going to complete his lap as well.
Jacko, we're on board with Jacko. It's a very technical circuit, this. Thanks to Thomas and Thomas. That's going to confuse a lot of people. Thomas and Fruit for doing the track guide this week for the endurance tier. That shall be used once the EU 50%ers reach that in round 5, I believe. So we've got that midway through the season.
Hellish track for me.
Hellish. ED and EU don't follow the same calendar, so there is a crossover. So some drivers are potentially practicing for both. So, well, at the moment during lockdown, we've got time to do that, but it'll be tricky once life in the UK here goes back to slightly relatively normal.
Relatively normal.
Yeah.
That's what we've been through over the last year.
Well done, and that is how you do Q1. Very quickly, thank you, gentlemen. We've got a quiz to attend to later on. Make my life a little bit easier.
Well, there's your Q1 results. You can see them on the screen. Not much to report.
Blistering times set by everyone.
Absolutely blistering.
There is 15.
Everyone's setting a 0, 0, 0, 0.
So whoever the 16th person was, unfortunately you've been eliminated. We don't know who that was. To be honest, I don't know who much the lineup is. Everyone has got an invite.
I don't know who joined in the middle of the session.
I think it was Popey. Pretty sure.
Yes, it was Pope.
I'm going to call him Popey because it reminds me of Ollie Pope. for England.
Why would you want to remind yourself of England cricket?
Exactly.
After the last week.
So first session done. Now it's pretty simple.
Now this is something we don't get to do on Contest of Speed very often.
What?
Straight into Q2.
Q2.
As opposed to into a 50% race.
It's a lot of hardship. Someone did join, and because they joined late, no, please tell me it didn't eliminate them.
Well, it wasn't Pope.
I'm waiting for a message. It's like, no, I didn't make it. I died.
I think it might have been a glitch, if I'm honest. Because where it said there was...
Well, there's 15 in the standings at the end, which is interesting. I think if you crashed in Q1, you're out. Even if there's less than the quota. So if someone's crashed, which we didn't pick up on, into some kind of tyre barrier / wall, that's it. Your qualifying will be over. I know that for a fact. Who are we expecting, Blades? I'm going to pick you on the spot because you have as much knowledge as I do. Who are we expecting for the whole?
I'm going to go with X-Podded.
Spud should be up there.
If he can hook a lap up, then you never know. Maybe.
I'm just going to try and find the results actually from last week. They should be up on the Contest of Speed website, www.contestofspeed.com.
I believe Max won last week.
Max did, and Max got a couple of bonus points last week, I think, for fastest lap and for qualifying, where he qualified. I believe P1 and P2 get points.
Ooh, I didn't know this.
Apparently, the myths around the streets say you get 2 for a pole and you get 1 for second place. So I may be misinforming everybody, but that's what I think.
It's the rumour on the street.
Yeah, it is the rumour on the street. I'm on board with Popey's opened up the DRS. Let's look at his telemetry and that data around this lovely circuit. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's a beautiful track.
I will say I'm not the biggest fan of it, however, it is a beautiful track, a beautiful setting.
I'm also going to cheat at some point and find a Japan track map.
Oh, so you know the name?
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't want to call something Blanchimont when it's Beau Rivage, do you? So you just got to make sure of these things.
If you know, you know. Absolutely. Call back to a long time ago in Contest of Speed history.
Cookie won't be watching this, so I can get away with it. Absolute freedom. Be interested to see what these guys do. Apparently, these guys have some rain on the cards tomorrow.
Is that the word on the street?
That is the word from the man himself, Captain. Unfortunately, you're not the captain. That is the Lord and Saviour. That is Roland Cosmophobus.
The man who brings us all together every week.
The Almighty. They've got rain tomorrow, which will be the first time this season for these guys. Hopefully, 30.4. That is a very mediocre benchmarker. There you go. That's why times are already falling. Wait.
I have a funny feeling there's be a lot of these guys switch to mediums with there only being 14 people in the lobby. Oh, and Pope's gone.
Will be out. That's him out.
Well, yeah, he's out of qualifying.
Even if he's going to finish 10th, that's it. Gone.
So now you've only got 3 guys to beat to go on the mediums now. What do you do?
There's a meme. Like, get the tyre graphic up. There is a couple of guys out on mediums. We're going to go to Jacko. I haven't done this for a while, so I'm just skipping through things. I apologise for seeing it just jump from place to place.
Gonna be giving people seizures, mate.
Yeah. Just spamming through the
Ooh,
options.
whoa. Mate, I know he's not like that. Maybe a little brush with the barriers there for HY.
Yeah, he's just on his inner lap, so he should be okay. Looks like he's performing a tow with his teammate AJ Brewer. Essentially. So they're very stuck
He's
together.
weaving.
Jacko is going to complete that. It's been fairly tidy and it should be, yeah, 1:29.2. So it puts him into the top 10 for the time being. I can't wait until the end of qualifying. I feel this is going to be a fantastic watch.
I think full quali is always fun to watch
I mean,
in a league race. Because you get...
Go on, sorry, I keep talking
No,
over
no.
you. No, you go on.
Well, you get the madmen that try and go on the medians and then scramble at the end of Q2 when it's not quite gone right and they're outside the top 10. They scramble to get the softs on, get another lap in.
So I experienced ED1 last week. I was stepping in to be Naz's teammate in the Williams.
I was going to say Alfa Romeo, but of course, you're not an Alfa Romeo driver anymore.
Well, you know, complications happened, finances, they couldn't afford it, the Freddos are inflating, so...
Could they not afford George Russell?
I just wanted to pack a quavers and 2 Freddos a week, but apparently, you know, if they wanted to stay on, I had to only have the quavers and drop the Freddos, so it's disastrous, I feel.
Of course, Williams aren't paying anything for George Russell, so you get in there free of charge.
Do get in there free of charge. Yep.
Your Quavers and your Freddos or whatever you want.
Must be just rambling on there. Ryan Mills puts himself into the top 10 on the mediums. This is the one thing about full quali. You do just chat a lot of waffle.
You do have to find a bit of filler, but I'm sure there's a lot to talk about. How's your lockdown going?
Probably like yours. Boring.
Yeah, very boring.
Very boring indeed. Nothing really happening.
Back to uni next week though.
Yeah, everyone's been let out their houses. There's no sniper teams being trained outside your house.
I actually checked outside my front door and the Claymore had been taken away.
Boris is doing well out front. Speaking of doing well, Jay Wills has just done a 28.2 on the mediums actually, so that puts him into 4th.
And I would say that's probably safe enough to...
oh, don't say that.
Go have a brew back in the garage.
I did that last week, drying track and everything, and I retired because I was out of sync. We were about 2 minutes left, and I was sitting there, crossing everything, and just hoping people were either going to invalidate or crash. I'm sorry, it's just competitiveness.
All the toes crossed, yeah? All the toes crossed.
All the fingers, all the toes. Arms were crossed. That's because I was just mainly grumpy at that point.
You're always grumpy, mate. So no need to put that on stream.
Spud
is about to start his flying lap. I think he's the next one to start.
He is, but I'm going to look at Hobbsy. Hobbsy's gone out for mediums as well. So is Spud, so keep an eye on those two. Hobbsy and Spud currently tied second in the championship, both on 18 points after a good opening round. Spud's carried that form as well into EU4. Was a little bit unlucky last night, but showed good pace. Not doing bad for a man it's his first F1 game. I'm surprised he's stuck around with it and stuck with it as long as he has, but got a little bit of motivation.
Yeah, I'm very proud of Spud for that. You know, motivation to beat me.
Here's the bench.
Oh, he has just invalidated though.
He's got plenty of time to go again. 6 minutes in the session. Maybe more. Excuse me.
Will he want to go again on those mediums though? That's the question. As he lets Max through.
And Hobbsy comes across the line. That's going to look like it's going to be in the 28s. Yeah, mid-28s for Hobbsy. So medium guys going well. They'll be worried because I think some guys below them will go for a lap. Let's go to Sadistic King. start his lap. We're going to choose someone in a minute and do a hot lap around Suzuka. I've already heard it once this week from Thomas, but you're going to hear it again, because why not? If you want to watch that hot lap by Thomas, go on the socials, Instagram, the Facebooks, Twitter. Can't call it how I want to call Twitter normally, but
Shame,
replace the A with the I, and then you've got it. Not my form of social media, I have to admit. Twitter.
Spud, I believe, has gone again. He has, yeah. So,
I mean, timing around here is not too bad, so we get away with it. So this King's got purple in the middle sector. I think that could be a personal best. Quite far up on his actual time.
Spud's 2/10 down on his lap. He's going to need to improve that if he wants to start on the mediums tomorrow.
So this Ging goes with a 28 flat. That did look a very good lap, very tidy, very clean. Wasn't pushing too hard.
Got a bit loose, did the McLaren into a Kobayashi curve.
So we'll go on board with validate, so we will go back to Max. He'll be the next one to complete a lap. Oh, he's only marching up. He's lost about a 10th through sector 2.
Hard braking then into the Casio triangle. You want to keep it as close as you can. He's not gone that interesting, but he has gone quicker.
He has gone quicker, but still only 8th, so really cutting it close to qualifying in.
And he's not got time to go again if we haven't got a glitch. Which I have no doubt that we have got a glitch.
Yeah, so he may just about get away with it. It's not a particularly long lap like some circuits.
About 1:30 to get round. He's on lean. He's going to be cutting it close.
Line has improved. He's 1.5 tenths up, 1.5 seconds up. He only goes to 10th, and that could be tight as well. X-Cam.
2 curve out the pit lane. Alfie and Hobbsy.
Yeah, I'm going to go on board with Alfie for his lap, and we'll take you for a lap of this stunning circuit here at Suzuka.
It really is a wonderful track to. Not so much for racing, but for watching. It really is a wonderful track.
As you, with good Formula 1 knowledge, knows it got swapped out for Fuji Speedway.
Yeah, Fuji Speedway.
We've seen that great battle between Massa and Kubica. Saw it on YouTube this week. Cam only does have 30 flats, so that's him probably going to be out of qualifying. To be honest, he'll be very lucky to get back.
We have a yellow flag in sector 2 because poor Bruce, Liverpool fan, has run out of fuel. So here we go, I believe. Alfie has chosen to go behind Hobbsy.
Interesting. Spud's retired from the pits.
He wouldn't have got back out. I don't think.
There's the
Just
best.
try and leave himself a bit of it.
Just
could have got it.
You're just going to carry dirty air through sector 1. It's quite. Has quite an effect from quite far back round here.
It's not a track where you want to be behind.
No.
You definitely want to be the car in front.
So Alfie's gone through the first couple of seconds. Actually, no, I'm going to do one for Q3, I feel.
Well, and they're going the fastest they can possibly go.
Exactly. I know someone will be watching the stream, so putting pressure on them, added pressure, they don't need much more. Alfie, currently, he's down on his time and he's got the soft tyre on, so really needs a mighty second and third sector here. He's looking at having to take at least 0.4 of a second. It looks like it's going to be between him and Jacko. And probably Ryan Mills, who's going to be the ones that are
Jacko's not coming out again, so that's it done for the Alfa Romeo.
So it's going to be between Hobbsy, who's in front of us, on his lap.
He did just go purple through sector 2.
And then we'll quickly jump to Alfie to see him cross the line.
Hobbsy, stick to the right. 128.2 puts him up to 7th. Alfie doesn't improve.
Doesn't improve by, and he did that lap on the medium, so he's not improved it by a lot. I'm pretty sure he did that best start of the session on mediums. So yeah. So there it is, Q2 done. This is flying by, despite us starting a little bit later than expected. H-Byte, top of the timesheets, but at the moment that doesn't mean anything. Those tyres that you see on your screens in front of you, especially for the top 10, those are the ones they're going to be starting on tomorrow, if it's a dry start.
Ooh, if it's a dry start, nobody knows.
This is where I haven't set it up right and they're all going to kill me, but it's fine. So Q3 has arrived.
Back to sunny Japan for our third session.
Yes, we have 10 drivers left. 2 Renaults, 2 McLarens, 2 Mercedes have made Q3. Jay Wills is the first one. Track. They're all going to be. It's going to be a silly question, but they're all going to be on the softs. That's the fastest time.
Conveniently, they might get an extra set of tyres for this. So they might have 3 runs. Depends how they go about their first and second runs, but because of the the Q1 being shortened and hardly anyone doing laps.
So, Jay Wills is going to start us off. We will go on board with Jay Wills for this lap around Suzuka. I've cleared the screens so you can just see the car and the track scoring as he's preparing his last sector of his outlap before he releases all the fury that he has inside him.
In that pink Mercedes.
In the tracing point. Sorry to that. Anyway. Across the start finish line, DRS zone on this circuit is going to break at some point about now through turn 1 and turn 2. Those are the first 2. Now we go through the S's. This is 3 and 4. He's just carrying it too deep. Just needs to coax his way through. Be very patient on the throttle through the Dunlop curve. Don't go too far on the outside because you'll end up in the gravel. Now to the Degners. There's the first one. And there's the second one. As we go up towards the hairpin of turn 11, because the King of the North counted as a corner. So does this one.
Give it its proper name, Kobayashi curve.
Yeah. This is 12. Goes to the outside to try and maximise. Oh, he's missed the apex there by a fair bit. Wait for the power. Oh, runs a bit wide as well. That's probably invalidated it. Wouldn't surprise me.
That is the invalidation right there.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for Jay Wills, but
130R, that is pretty flat in these cars nowadays. Important braking point for the Casio triangle. There's 16, 17, this is 18.
Wouldn't want to interrupt you, Matt, but we have a car off and out in sector 1.
And HY.
HY.
Yeah, quickest in Q2, so big shot on the cards here.
Here comes Spot using the toe of his teammate.
Clips on the inside. Very smooth. Tight to the pit wall if we can. Maximise it.
P2 for Spud, not bad.
0. Slissic King looks pretty sharp. Been a very good medium time. 28 flat in Q2, so he's looking to be the sharp end of the grid. Track is evolving though, Blades, so we are expecting the times to be the quickest they can be.
Now they'll all want to be getting back to the pits and then sitting in there for 5 minutes so we can waffle.
So Jacko, just got a DM from Jacko saying he was using that time actually just to get some laps and do some practicing. So yeah, that's why he dropped out of Q2, but. So it's all about track position on a Saturday, but on a Sunday it's another thing coming. That's where the points going to be scored. I think those guys learned that last week. It's not all over, even if you have a poor qualifying.
Jay Wills is coming again, so we might well see him be the only car on the track. Which is nice, he's going to run in the gap.
Yeah, Stephen's got... Excuse me, got a hiccup there at the same time. That was really weird. Stephen is on main lap as well. Through Sector 1, it looks like this is a second attempted lap.
Yeah, he slowed down. I think he invalidated his first one. Should be interested to see how he does.
Okay,
second run on the tyres. Sorry.
No, that's fine. No.
Second run on the tyres, obviously not ideal, but
I'm rusty.
Need to get a lap in. You've got to be there to get pole.
Exactly, I think some of these guys forget, especially around the tracks where you can get a lap in early, and then you can push harder at the end.
As well, once he crosses the line to get back to the pits, and come back out. Another go at it.
It's not the fiercest lap of all time, but a 28 flat, so fairly clean. Wasn't really pushing the limits by the looks of things, and time's still there to be had, but a very good start for Stephen in the Alpha Tauri. You'll be quite happy with that.
And obviously as well,
I know you're a Red Bull man this year.
I am a Red Bull man this year.
I got you swapped.
Been promoted and also demoted at the same time. But obviously second run on the tyre as well, so slightly more wear on that red striped soft tyre. If and when Stephen goes again, should see an improved lap time. Jay Wills coming up towards 130R. On his flying lap, missed his sector splits, but we're about to get it here. I believe he's up.
He's up. Well, he could be up on his time from Q2. This is looking like a low 28. It is a 27.9, so 3 guys into the 27. Kind of where we expected them to be. We did say 27s, didn't we?
Well, we said ED1 were going to be in the 26s, so
yeah.
Sort of makes sense that these guys will be in the 27s.
Just to give people some perspective, those that have never watched Endurance Tier before, for me being the first person that actually expected, I think most of these guys are around like the EU4 level, so a lot of these guys are reserved for EU4 on Thursday. compete at that level, so I think there's not going to be, there may be a couple of guys that may sneak into the EU3 kind of pace, but that's where you're looking at. So demand and expect much of them, because these guys are always still learning.
What we're saying is this is ED2, we don't expect the times to be anywhere near EU2.
They don't align, it doesn't work like that.
It's a bit like EU2 and AM2.
ED1 incidentally has a few EU2 and ED3 drivers, so Mad's probably the only one that's quick enough to be in ED1, because he's a third driver for Renault there.
Here comes Jay Wills to the line.
I was going to say, I'd be surprised if he did. He was up, which shows he got time to find Max, meanwhile. He's gone for his lap. He's still pushing, not seeing any splits, drives to the line, and 27.3, that's pole.
Just as we were saying that most of these guys wouldn't get, would be low end of the EU2. There you go. I've seen
4 attempts up, sorry guys.
Because I've seen enough Mercedes 1-2s in my time.
Dominance in real F1 and dominance again, although new fan getting the McLaren in the mix.
Hopefully we'll see some of that this year. But
we did as well, Spud just marginally up, so he's probably trying to sneak into the 27s if he can.
To sneak ahead of Stephen in the AlphaTauri, maybe Jay Wills.
27.
And he gets AG Brewer as well.
Yeah,
great lap from Spud.
If I'm being critical of it, if he held the inside line up towards the pit wall, would have found a fraction more time. Not a tenth, but you never know. You want to take all the
so critical.
Sorry, got to take all the track and all the use it all. Hobbsy, meanwhile, hasn't set a lap time, so he's, I wouldn't say in a little bit of trouble, but I don't think he will be starting 9th in terms of the championship perspective, currently being tied 2nd. Early stages, obviously.
Well, he's gone purple. Obviously, we can't tell if that's purple for the session, but I think it's a personal best sector rather than purple for the session. Drives it to the line. He does stick to the inside. 27th P2.
So I was going to say, his line through the second part of that chicane was beautiful. Cut turn 17 really nicely. That's probably where he gained a little bit of time actually from that.
Stephen to start his lap, I believe. Jay Wills might be the last person to get a lap. Last man to cross the line.
McLaren's are just getting out of the way into 130. Oh, that's a bit awkward.
Hobbsy doesn't matter, he's on an in lap. Sadistic King.
He's behind Stevens, so Stevens going to be...
Oh, Stephen is going for it, okay.
Yeah, so currently fitted with fresh tyres, you can see them there.
Ryan is going for it on 3-lap old tyres. I'm not sure how smart that is.
Well, he doesn't have to start on them, which is, I suppose, the only benefit. Obviously, we're used to more 50% short quali, so whatever tyres you qualify on, you would then do in the race. So these guys will have theoretically fresh tyres for tomorrow, because we don't do the 100% after. Because that's too long.
It's a shame the game doesn't work that way, that we can save a quality session. Sadistic King invalidated, so...
Stevens 3 attempts up here, and that could challenge it so tight that from 3rd down, 4 attempts, it could propel him to
P3
3rd.
Here. He is P3. Good result for the AlphaTauri man. Switch back to Jay Wills now.
There he is.
Ryan Mills is activating his DRS as well.
Session is over. So it's Jay Wills just to finish us off. Oh, he's lost so much time. He's 4 attempts up through the middle, through the first sector. This could still put him low on the second row of the grid. He needs a good last couple of corners. Hug the inside. DRS wide open now and goes 27.5. Does recover it just a little bit, but probably frustrated because he was 4 attempts up in sector 1, just to be 3 attempts up at the end. A little bit disappointed, but second row on the grid, put him in good stead for tomorrow.
Could have easily been P2 though. Could have easily done better, but...
So there is your Q3 standings. H White, probably the biggest shot, the quickest guy that was in Q2. No time because of his crash. So Max goes pole for the Mercedes. Hobbsy second, so that is good for those two guys. Stephen third in the AlphaTauri. Jay Wills fourth, continuing from his decent performance last night in EU4 in the Racing Point. Liverpool fan with his first venture out, fifth in the McLaren. Sadistic King sixth. Spud in seventh. AJ Brewer eighth. Ryan Mills ninth, and H White in 10th. Very close qualifying. Top 8 separated by half a second. And yeah, that will wrap us up. These guys may do a 100% race if they really fancy it. Don't know why they would.
From the amount of people leaving, I don't think they fancy
You know
them.
what? I don't think they do. So
I wouldn't fancy it either, so, I mean, I don't blame them.
that will wrap us up. You have just seen it. That was qualifying for ED2. Should be a very interesting race tomorrow. Unfortunately, I won't be here, and Blades probably won't be here either. So, sorry. We jumped in last minute to help these guys out, give them something to have a listen to. And yeah, not more else to say. Blades, are you going to pick a winner for tomorrow? Is that too brave?
Up the Spud.
Up the Spud. Alright, up the Spud from the comment. Watching. We will see, well, we won't see you, but the race will start at 9:30 tomorrow. It's normal time. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.